Okay, and then even heroic health care can't save them. I'm sorry, go ahead, sir.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. I agree with you 100% on all those. One more quick thing. Actually, two more quick things. The last one's a question.
I want 10 more quick things. We're never getting to these other callers.
Okay. One more thing then. Real quick, from the front lines here, the Tempe School District here, they are now requiring parents to put in volunteer time, and if they don't, they will suspend or expel their student.
Wow, that's big news. I mean, I know that Obama said you're going to have compulsory volunteerism, and his chief of staff, Emanuel, on C-SPAN and in 2 other interviews said you will be forced to serve at least 3 months a year as a child and then as an adult in work brigades being bossed around by these people. And they've already in Austin formed the high schoolers into these Agenda 21 environmental bossy brigades. Tell me where you're located. Tempe, Arizona. Give me the headline of that. I'd like to pull that up. Parents forced to volunteer in Tempe, Arizona. Is that a good headline?
It's Tempe School District number 3, and the school our daughter attends is Ward Traditional Academy.
Okay, hold on.
It sounds like it. Yes, it sounds like it is a charter school, but it's not. It's public funded. It's a public school. Says so.
Okay, go real slow because I'm slow. Guys, write this down. Okay, you're in Tempe.
Okay. Yes, it's Tempe School District number 3. And the name of the school is Ward, W-A-R-D, Traditional Academy.
And you're forced to volunteer or your child doesn't get a... And that's always been the plan. First, kick parents out of parenting, bankrupt the society, start keeping the children until later in the evening, get them younger and younger, 2, 3, 4 years old into school, get rid of the summers. That's all the Bill and Melinda Gates program. And then make about half the curriculum social brainwashing, not actual learning, and then wonder why the kids are failing, and then keep them in school even longer, and then intensify the brainwashing, and they're basically government re-education camps. But if I go to Tempe, Arizona, Ward
Traditional Academy.
Yeah, Ward Traditional Academy number 3. You're saying I'll go on there, and it says on the website you must volunteer or your child will not get their grade.
In the parent handbook that they give you, you must do 20 hours of volunteer service, and that includes grading papers, running copies off, doing school teacher work.
Yeah, that way all the money can go to the little socialist principals and people that are top-heavy. That's amazing. That's indentured servitude, and that is their plan. Wow. Guys, I'm sure it's going on everywhere because I know that was part of the plan. I just didn't know they were starting to phase that in yet. Parents made to volunteer in schools. Pull me up something on that. I'm sure it's going on all over the country. Thank you so much, sir. Great points. Okay, I've got to move quick here. I made a joke to the caller because the callers are all so good. We end up going for 10 minutes with each one. Rod in Illinois, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Alex. I'm going to make it quick for you. First, thank you for everything you do. And then also, I live here in Chicago, the heart of the police state testing grounds. Call it a lab, maybe. I just want to let you know, I don't know what's happening for sure, but I know that yesterday or the day before over Wrigley Field was not a ball game day. I saw black unmarked helicopters pulling figure eights for a solid 20 minutes.
Doesn't matter, doesn't exist. If you get video of it, it doesn't exist.
Oh, yeah.
Government said so. Take more shots. Sir, just drink more fluoride, take more shots, watch more TV. No, they admit they're doing Delta Force training over the city. They admit they're basically locking it down for martial law. They admit all of that and are preparing for emergency evacuation and preparing to move 1 million dead to nearby Indiana. But that's been part of the plan. They use any globalist meeting to practice taking over the city and setting up martial law. This is done everywhere.
Yeah, I've seen it tons and tons of times. I've been a listener of yours for over 10 years now, and I've been watching how this is all unfolded. Are you familiar now, or have you seen yet that they're putting missiles on rooftops to watch the Olympic Games in London?
Yes, again, implying that Al-Qaeda is going to come and get us. The same Al-Qaeda they just gave Libya and 20,000 plus missiles. Several thousand of them high-tech. It's like, oh, Al-Qaeda's given missiles that can shoot down aircraft, but they're good Al-Qaeda, but we need to pull you over in downtown Houston and search you randomly because we're trying to keep you safe. No, you work for the narcotics trafficking, murdering government. Okay, and you're here to break our will and teach us that you can rob us. America's gone bad. The bad people took over. And either the police and everybody stand up and say no to this, or you line up and go along with it. And it's all over. Go ahead.
I tried to get on a Greyhound bus coming from Southern Illinois back here into Chicago about 2 weeks ago. And as I was getting on the Greyhound, I was confronted by 6 or 7 uniformed police officers doing random checks throughout the baggage area, like where you put underneath the bus.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna get away from being groped and searched and have your rights violated by not just flying. And now they're doing home inspections all over the country without warrants. It's all about their God. And I watch reporters when they're at cop meetings and stuff just shake to be near the police. It is the most pathetic country we could be. Look at this right here. Look at this. This is, if you're watching us on prisonplanet.tv, this is the chilling new face of the police. Guys, will you give me a document cam shot of this, please? This is the chilling new face of the police. That's the Daily Mail headline. And just like in third world countries where the police start wearing masks, they do that to terrorize you and to hide their identity when they're committing crimes. And look at the look on this guy's face, getting off on it, acting tough, stomping around, wanting to scare people. Only an arrested development idiot. And it's one thing if you're wearing a mask, you think there's going to be shattering glass or going in someplace. But when they wear them in public, it's to hide their identity. In Mexico, it's like this. In Russia, it's like this. This is what authoritarian countries do. This is how they act. This is how they look, and it's all about intimidating the general public. It's all about waging war on us. It's all about intimidating and scaring the public ahead of the bankers, totally destroying our system. Anything else?
Yeah, that's absolutely disgusting. I'm actually watching this on Prison Planet TV right now. That's incredibly disturbing. But
yeah, well, the camera can't do it justice. Do you see the look in this guy's eyes? And I've seen it in New York. They'll stomp around in these Darth Vader outfits and bulge their eyes out at you. And it's like, what a pathetic coward you are. I mean, I can't imagine as a man who's not the toughest guy in the world, but if you're looking for a fight, you're going to get, I mean, you attack me, you're going to get attacked back. You better believe it, and I'll enjoy it, by the way, is the final equation. And then I look at these guys, and you see them, tattoos, strutting around, bulging their eyes out at you, and all I want to do is say, well, come on, punk. Oh, but you got your guns and your tasers. Again, only little boys do this. Only little boys want to torture. Only little boys want to dress up like this. Only little boys. You work for a murdering, criminal, foreign banking cartel. If you live in England, if you live in the U.S., and you're police, and a lot of cops are waking up, but I've seen these cops in New York especially bulging their eyes out at kids and people. And I mean, what type of man wants to dress up in a outfit like it's Halloween and go around trying to act tough and intimidating people? It's pathetic. It's pathetic. If you're so tough, go join the local jiu-jitsu club. You'll find people that want to fight. Oh, but you don't want that. You want to go around intimidating people on the street wearing third world black masks with tattoos all over your arms. You're sick. You're filthy. You're scum. You're trash. You're a disgrace. I appreciate your call, sir. Let's go ahead and talk to Mark in New Hampshire. You're on the air, Mark. Go ahead.
Please forgive me for asking a question which you may have covered already. I don't get to listen as often.
You don't need to preface it. You can ask the same thing over and over again.
What have you heard about the plan for mass arrests of these NWO puppets and the puppeteers that control them? And
I always hear about Nasera and all that, and it's always going to happen next month, and it never does, and it's not real. Are there good people in government? Yes, but they're trying to psychologically profile and hire every lunatic they can, every control freak they can. And the only reason we're not in full martial law is because the military is full of wonderful people. I've got to tell you, the best people out there I've found is the military. They know, they're awake, they're one of our best hopes. Then there's the American people and other people around the world that love freedom, and there are a lot of good police as well. But a lot of these special units are just... Now there's a mass shooting. The cops for 3 hours put on Darth Vader outfits. When the old days, the cops didn't even put their body armor on. They just grabbed their guns and went in because that's what you did. And it's just pathetic. So again, they dress up in all this stuff because they're scared. They dress up in all this junk because they want to stay out of a fight. We'll be right back. Stay there. I'll come back to you. Folks, have you lost... Folks, I know I start ranting and raving, and I know it's embarrassing sometimes, but it's real. So what? I just look at photos of police wearing full black masks, walking around with their arms way out wide, making growling, ugly faces and showing their teeth. And I see it now with the children's military toys. The guys aren't smiling or don't have straight mouths. They're making ugly faces. I've shown that to you. And they're teaching them it's manly to act like this. And in New York, they get these Hercules teams guys in these giant body armor and machine guns, M16s, whatever, standing there just like making growling faces all day. And it's ridiculous. As a man, that is embarrassing. Like, I like motorcycles and the whole motorcycle thing. I think it's cool. And you see people that are out there doing it, and it's nice. But a lot of times people pull up at a red light or whatever, and they look over at you, and they're like trying to act tough, and I just want to attack them. I mean, I'm like, going, oh, please don't let that person say something. Oh, I could really jump on them and slam their head in the ground. Oh, my God. Because it's not that I'm even a tough guy. It's like I'm like a nice guy who likes to pick flowers and play with my dogs. I got French bulldogs and a lab, and I'm all Mr. Friendly, and I like my daughters and my son. And because I'm like a real person. I take that as a threat. I see guys strutting around, acting tough, bulging their eyes out. The loving father in me says, enemy, enemy, enemy. And I just like get in this guerrilla mode. I just start, clobbering time. And I don't like it. It makes me angry. You make me angry. Do you understand that? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of you. You work for evil. And I just wish all these so-called men would stand up against tyranny and really do something for humanity instead of acting tough all day. I am so sick of it. I am so tired of it. I tell you, that's why I can't look at images of cops wearing ski masks. I mean, it's one thing if, again, they're going in and be busting glass out or something, and you actually wear it for that. But I've seen the police chiefs admit it's for intimidation. When they pull up in big black tanks and get out in black masks and are bulging their eyes out, I see cops do it all the time. I'm like, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. There aren't real threats. It's made up. The drug war's fake. I'm tired of it. You people have wrecked our country. And it's going to get a lot worse because I figure out all these guys are run by foreign banks. I got to settle down. I'm going to tell you this country's on fire, and this also funds us, as if selling thousands of this book funds anything. We make like $5, $6 on them. The point is that it's coffin nails to the New World Order. I spilled coffee on this one. Maybe I need to get a clean one. Behind the Green Mask, UN Agenda 21. The reason I raised this is getting a lot of traction right now. In fact, let me just read this to you. Where's my article? 2 states have passed it. Another one, Arizona, is on the verge of passing anti-Agenda 21 laws. 2 states have passed laws against the NDAA. It's spreading. A lot of exciting stuff's happening. There's more calls for impeachment of Obama because this book and my films and other materials, because I've talked to some of the city council people and legislators, they're getting Behind the Green Mask, UN Agenda 21 by Rosa Corey. They're getting Endgame, Blueprint for Global Enslavement. They're getting films like Farmageddon, and they're standing up against the feds that are attacking the farms. And it's all available at Infowars.com. So get Farmageddon at Infowars.com. Get an Evil Citizen rulebook free with it, with all the purchases, and support this operation so we can do more. Farmageddon. You can also go to InfoWarsShop.com or InfoWarsStore.com. Will actually get you there. That just redirects. Okay, we're going to come back, take a few calls, then get Bruce Fein on for the balance of that hour, and we'll take your calls with him as well. Stay with us. I fear for this country. I fear for free humanity. You can see the control grid being set up. Things are accelerating. We've got to work now while the sun still shines. We've got to try to reverse things peacefully now. Philip in California.